This Halloween, Blockbuster Video has a special treat for your whole family.
I have tried so hard to get into cigars. Like, I think it's cool. I think it, like, don't get me wrong, I get the negative things about it, but just imagine coming home from working day, just fucking sit down, take a drink from your beer, and just smoke a cigar and just watch the sun go down. Sounds so fucking nice.
It does. It
Until
really
you
does.
actually smoke a cigar, you're just like,
Well, then you're sitting there like a jackass trying to decide, do I just smoke it or do I want to drink it? And you like forget about it as you're like drinking, and then you're just like, oh shit, the cigar went out. And they're always like, don't use a butane lighter,
that's all
like
I got. I got a Bic. I just bought it from the gas station.
yeah, it's a
This is what
fucking
I needed it for.
it's an acid Cuba cigar. It's not that big of a deal, bro. It's
I
just
spent $5 on it. It's
yeah.
fine. But
I've had some good experiences with cigars.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I've had some good ones with them. I've had some great ones with them. The ones I like were the fucking just like the cigarellos. I like
Yeah,
the small little skinny, a blunt, if you will.
because then you're not limiting yourself to a fucking whole hour or two outside smoking a cigar. You're just
Yeah.
like, that shit was good. Fucking
Yeah.
let,
I'm done.
let me get on
I'm
with my
out.
day.
Yeah. This came in a pack of 5. I'm
Yeah.
set. Like backwoods. I love that shit.
Yeah, nothing's cooler like being the guy that misses out on the entire party because you're smoking a fat freaking cigar outside, you know?
I thought I was being cool.
Yeah, I thought people were gonna follow suit, you know? People were gonna come outside and bask in the presence of me smoking a cigar.
Yeah, look how dark and mysterious and how smoky I am. Well, dude, fucking how things been with you?
I've changed something in my life. I'm now a cowboy hat guy.
You're a cowboy hat guy. I could see it.
24/7 cowboy hat. Never taken even in my sleep. When
Hey, man, if a river runs through it, you got to fish it, and you're fucking ready through it,
I do this to the wife as we go to bed.
ma'am.
Ma'am.
I could just see her just sit there, just like, the fuck?
And there's me.
No, you just on your back, coffin style, hat
Oh
over
yeah,
your
yeah, hat
face.
over my face, yeah, for sure. And every breath I take, like little moths are like, flapping around.
They go out, come in, go out. For some reason, you have your boot spurs still on. You can
Yeah.
just hear them jingle in your sleep.
I have them hung up on the corner of the bedpost and stuff. Yeah.
No, I got boot spurs on my Crocs.
Howdy. This is the A2J podcast. I'm your host, Axel. This is my co-host, John.
Hi. Are we doing? Are we doing a Western thing?
You should have said howdy,
Howdy,
but it's too
man.
late. Yeah.
Welcome to A2J.
Yeah. Good for the guy. I don't know why or how that happened to you, but like, good for you.
I honestly didn't have many costumes growing up. A lot of them were a dead soldier.
They're just like, you're stupid, blah, 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 it's not real. And then my dad pulls over, like, all right, if it ain't real, then get out.
Kind of like froggish in the sense that it had like balls on the top of its feet. So it definitely seemed like a human foot with like balls.
If dirt becomes overheated from conducting signal, spray with blue dirt cooling spray sold separately. They want you to make mud.
Just showed up to the house in a Christmas sweater and a Batman mask. Ah, shit.
Well, we recently went to a Renaissance fair, so it was pretty cool. This was like the first time we went, and we actually spent money at a Renaissance fair rather than just like buying, food and drink. We were like, we'll go buy something. So, the only thing I wanted, like as we were walking in, I was realizing I don't have a hat. And it's gonna get like there's just gonna be sun on me like all day. I was like, I just want a cool hat that's gonna keep the sun off me.
Do I need to go find my cool hat?
No, I don't know.
There can't be two cool hat guys. There can only be one.
Yeah, one's
Is,
enough, I think. Two would be kind of clashy. I
do we
don't
have to get
know.
together and fight it out?
If this is the same hat that you
A live Highlander episode, like where you just get fucking quick draws and fucking have to shoot each other.
Yeah, we'll get paintball guns or something.
Pussy, nah, dude.
No,
Fucking BB
no,
guns.
no BB guns. Fuck you.
Come on, man. You never had that BB gun war when you went to go visit that one friend that lived up in the hills?
No.
You actually didn't like probably know him when he lived up in the hills.
Yeah, no.
I think when you knew him, he actually like was down in
Yeah, he was down
Lincoln.
in Lincoln, but he'd always talk about how he would used to. I used to be a hill boy. Yep, back in the day, we used to run a ranch up in the mountains there. I'm like, dude.
I'm not saying he's lying, but it only happened until he was like 13. So
I'm just
he
like,
didn't do much ranching. He
yeah.
did a lot of fucking rounds.
I'm like, this is the same guy that like freaked out that a moth flew close to him. Like,
I get his fear of insects.
yeah, yeah. I just wanted to so I bought this hat.
It works.
Guess how much it is.
Our Price is Right rules. If I get
Me,
above, I lose. If I get below, I win. Like, but close.
yeah. So get a look
I'm gonna
there.
say. I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
say
hold on. Look at the interior too.
79.99.
That is wait, let me do some quick math.
Ah! The smoke starts coming from your headphones.
I'm telling you, I wish it was actually that much.
So, all right. Let me get three guesses. So
Okay.
that was a wish. So I'm gonna say 120.
That is in the right direction.
I'm gonna just throw
Actually, wait, wait, wait,
175.
wait, 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 wait. Let me think. Let me think. Hold on. I'm trying to remember how much it was actually.
Actually, this whole time I didn't remember. I was
No,
hoping that your numbers would get me there.
no, I think you're right on the second guess.
Dude. Okay.
Yeah. This other hat I grabbed. Actually, it was this hat, but a different band on it. And they were like, yeah, if it's a plain band, it's cheaper, but the different other bands are gonna be more. And I was like, well, this one doesn't look too like crazy. It just had like some metal studs in it. And I picked it up and I was like, how much is this one? It's like 180. Ooh. And I was like, what the
Are you okay,
dude?
sir? Nope.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, can I have a put a plain band on it? And then she's like, yep, we can put any band you want. I was like, yeah. Uh freaking hell, can I do no band?
Yeah. Can I just do like just the hat? All right, cool.
Yeah.
200. What? How to
Yeah.
go up?
Yeah.
Dude, I've thought about that making hats for a minute. Like I fall into a YouTube Instagram hole of just this one dude that just makes hats and I'm just like, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And like you can tell he makes hats for like actors and like people that like wear it for more of this like style
Hmm.
because like he's putting like burnt playing cards up in the fucking
Oh,
top and
yeah.
like just it's super sick.
Yeah.
Like it's dope. Like I would love, but I know they're like $400
Mhm.
like just because of like the flair he puts
Yeah.
onto it. But I think like that would be kind of sick. And it's like watching him make it, it's like you don't really need too much to do it. It's like a good iron, a good fucking place to like soak the hat, and then just the equipment of sizing and
Shaping.
yeah, shaping the hat. And that's
Yeah.
probably the biggest expense, which is probably a lot.
They had a hat that was like my D&D character Bremen, like the
Yep.
open crown, black, and I picked it up, and my wife was like, "Oh, it's perfect. It's exactly like it. You've explained it in your notes and everything." I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I put it on, and yes, it looks exactly the same as Bremen's, my D&D character, but when I put it on, I was like, "Nope,
It don't
I
work.
it I can't pull this off." It's a for to explain it, it's a black hat with an open crown, which just means it's a rounded top rather than this like indent here, and no this indent also. It's just a round top,
I was
and
like, you have a very shapely face to where it just would not make sense.
which is I put it on and I was like smiling in the mirror and I was like, uh, like,
I bet if
uh
I put it on, I would fit that shit like a fucking goddamn champ, just because
probably,
I have a round face
yeah,
and stuff.
because
Where you have a very like not very angular face, but you have a more angular face to where it's like you want that like symmetry.
there was one other shop that had hats like this, but it was like a weird one. It was like was almost like a yard sale type vendor. They just had tables around the walls of their canopy and a middle table, and things were just like piled, and we were just like, "Whoa, like this is cool."
Okay.
Me and my sister walked through it, and we were like looking at all the goods, and I was like, they had like one of those like a Jumanji explorer hat, you know?
Oh, like, dude, I have one
Oh yeah.
somewhere. Yeah, dude, I got it. I have like the old school like fucking bucket one
Yeah, yeah.
because I want to like I have that one, and then I have my fancy hat. I want to show you that I got for a lot cheaper than that one,
Yeah.
and this one can fold up and fit in your back pocket.
Ooh.
It's supposed to be fold up, and it's like rainproof. Like anytime I put it on, I sweat fucking buckets
Yeah.
because it's like an old school wool hat and shit. Like,
I don't know how well this one would last in the rain, to be honest. I didn't ask about like, you
I
know,
mean, you'd hope it would last. You
I
hope
don't
rain would just fucking beat off that shit for that price.
I yeah. I found the guy's Instagram afterwards and their site didn't really detail the hats and I was like, "Oh,
They're
this
hats.
yeah, I bought should I just private message them and be like, "Hey, I bought a hat. I'm kind of interested on like, the care
Is
quality."
it
Like,
weatherproof? Yeah.
yeah, can I if I see a cloud in the sky, am I good to go outside with this hat on?
Should I scotch guard it?
Yeah. I was also thinking because this is like my one complaint is that it doesn't have an interior band,
Yeah.
and I know me, I need an interior band to at least protect the hat itself from the sweat.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
No,
it's just gonna get that salty sweat stain right there, and that's it. Once that happens, it's done. I
I'm
can't wear
sorry
it.
to say it, but like, dude, for that price, like,
I
and then
just
not
don't
to
say
have this,
it. Don't
like,
say it.
like, don't get me
No,
wrong,
no, no, no.
it's a dope hat. I like,
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Like, it's super cool. Local artists, like, I support everything behind it. It sucks that that is the price it was, and you kind of are getting the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I kind of felt when I was looking at it. I was like, because I picked up when I first walked up, they had a rack with all the other with like their nicer hats, and I was like, they actually had price tags on those. So the first one I grabbed had like an interior band with their little logo on it and like a silk uh interior and everything. And I was like, "Damn, wow." And I
yeah.
saw the price tag, $450. I was
Oh,
like,
put it
and
right back. Why'd I touch that?
yeah, and
Oh,
but then
nothing.
I asked about these ones, and yeah, I was questioning myself the entire time. And then I looked to my wife, and she was all like, she kind of nudged me. I was like, yeah, all right, fuck it. I wanted a hat. I'm not complaining because even though like I do feel a little bit ripped off, I'm still just like I have a
Uh,
dope hat.
yeah. No,
It's
like I definitely understand like the feeling between both worlds where you're just like, okay, like I paid a little bit, like I splurged
yeah.
and I don't feel like I got everything, but it is a fucking dope ass hat.
I want you to guess some of the prices of things. I
Oh
didn't
boy.
take I didn't take pictures of all the stuff I wanted. I think I was just too busy just in the moment, just sightseeing.
Enjoying it.
Yeah. My wife got a leather belt with horn, a drink horn holder, and it came with like a little coin pouch thing. So three items.
Okay.
And guess how much that is?
I'm gonna go with over this time and say 150.
Yeah, it was actually less.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, this was I think around $90 in total.
Okay.
W-
Okay. Not terrible, but
Yeah,
still
this
up there.
yeah, and then she bought a one of those drink horns. Um, I think you could probably guess the price.
60
Um,
bucks.
yeah, just about. I think hers might have been yeah, it might have been 60 actually. Uh, here's one I do want to show though. Let me.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
I want the lightning one on the far left. That's like not touching the edge, but to the right.
Oh, really? That one's hella
Or
plain.
not the plain one, the one back left one.
That one.
That one.
Okay.
But even that plain one's cool, but
Yeah. All right.
I
Let
like
me
the
show
kind of
you uh this one here. Guess the price. Of
I'm gonna say 60 bucks. 60 to
yeah,
80 bucks because it's wood.
you wish.
Uh
This
so
you get
yeah, go for it.
okay. This one here
Because that has
is
pine cones in it. That's fucking sick.
this one is $450.
I
Yep.
just shat myself, homies, dude. What the fuck, dude?
There was one my older sister picked up. I think it might have been this one or it was a different one. She picked it up and she looked at the bottom and she was like, she looked her like leans over like this one was 650. It's like no way.
Oh fuck.
Oh, this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
No, it's not, and I'm the biggest one here, so you can go on and skid on daddle.
I don't want
You
to.
could skippity riz toilet the way out of here.
Skibbity wrist toilet. Nice.
Did I say that right?
I think so.
But yeah, so
Yeah, that was there was another so let me just explain. There was like this shadowback box lady who she has these hand painted like like diorama or like shadow boxes of like Baba Yaga houses,
okay. That's
and
pretty sick.
they were really cool. There was like these really tiny ones, and then she had larger ones, and then like one of the ones somebody asked about, she was like, "Yeah, that one's 750," and then I was immediately like, "I'm I'm walking away." Like,
These are cool.
yeah,
Not that cool.
it's really awesome. You hand painted all this and you made them yourself, but uh, I just this isn't what I
You're
need
at
to
the
be looking.
wrong place.
Yeah.
I'm going to
um.
a Renaissance fair and I'm expecting boutique prices.
Yeah.
Like Renaissance fair should be like a step above like holy fuck farmers markets.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that when I
Like a
was like,
Denios.
yeah, I like some of the stuff like the costume places, like people that were selling clothing or like hats and the belts and stuff were like that was like okay, you're doing craftsmanship stuff, but a lot of places were just like artsy places that were just like yeah, here's my $700 artwork I made. Fucking buy it or get out. And a
Yeah.
lot of people were just getting out. So
And then people like to complain about like no one bought my things at fucking the Ren Fair. It's like I get it, that does suck. It cost you money. Like
Mhm.
you had to buy out the booth. You had to fucking spend like literally 12 hours or so there trying to
Yeah.
sell your stuff. But at that point, like it's like you're literally at a Ren Fair.
Mhm.
Like you're at a Renaissance fair where it's just like these are other nerds that are broke as I am trying to have a good time. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, like there's a time and place for that artwork. Come out with your $50, $60 pieces of art and just be like, I just need to get something.
Yeah. Why
No, no.
not do that? Like, that would be, like, a smart business move to be like, "I'm gonna make some, like, smaller, like,
I'm gonna
less
literally do a
pricey stuff."
print art. I'm gonna like literally do like a fucking eraser carving little fucking print and just print fucking 90 of those.
She did have the coolest business cards, though. So the rest of the Renaissance fair went off pretty good. We just kind of walked around. Beers and drinks were hell of expensive. We got like three water bottles and like drinks for me, my wife, and sister, and that was like $53. And I was just like,
Oh,
"Oh fuck, I'm gonna die here." And
I'm gonna go broke because I went to a Renaissance fair.
yeah, food. We didn't even get anything like really exciting. We found this spot that had pot stickers, and I was just like, that sounds dope right now. I was like they had the normal stuff, like a big old turkey leg, and there was like the sausage spot, and
Gotta have the
nothing.
sausage.
Yeah, there was. I mean, like, but everything was like, of course, like crazy priced. Like the turkey legs were like $25 a piece or some shit like that. Um,
Okay.
I missed it, but there was a fish and chips joint on the far side, and I was like, man, I actually would have like kind of enjoyed that. But
Yeah.
I also the shoes I was wearing were like brand new, and they were like flats, and they fucking hurt so bad. My feet fucking were done.
Dude, I've been wearing flat like barefoot wide toes for like
Mhm.
just under a year now and fucking love them.
Yeah.
But
Well,
dude,
good for you, dude. I-
going back to hat fiasco.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is what I
You.
got. That's the company
Hmm.
and shit, but like
Oh yeah. Nice.
fold that shit up.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think this one was like 45, $50.
Well, mine can do that too, I think. Let me just
Crack, just break it in half. But yeah, dude.
see, this is why I need the inner liner, because it's just like it's so it fits my head, but it doesn't really just like fit my head, you know.
Yeah, no, like I already got like some sweat stains on this one,
Yeah.
like down around the edges, but
See, I got my other hat, my gray one, which is it's a fedora, but it's not like the neckbeard fedora that people
old
think.
school fedora, like
Yeah,
fisherman fedora.
it's not a Tribly. It's so, which was funny because they were at the place they were selling Triblys and stuff, and I was laughing my ass off when I saw them. I was like, who the fuck is gonna like come to this shop and get like a fucking neckbeard Tribly, dude? And then sure as shit, we're in the beer line and I see some dude with it on and he fit the description. I was like, come on, dude. How?
This is why we have stereotypes.
Yeah, this is why you're getting bullied, bro. This is why you have no bitches, no maidens.
This is why you ain't got no big bootied maidens up in your shit.
And I've seen at the Renaissance Fair, it was kind of funny seeing all like the golden retriever ass like skinny boyfriends with
With their
like
fucking e-girlfriends.
yeah, with their fucking like straight haughty thoughts and stuff running
All
around.
right, guys, let's play a game. How many of these girls have an OnlyFans?
Doesn't matter, man. Get that bread. And like, you know what?
Oh,
I'm
I
kind of
I agree with you with
yeah.
that one. Get your bread, do your shit, but
Yeah, but
the
it's funny
market
to
is
yeah.
saturated.
It is. It's funny though, because like also like good for the guy. I don't know why or how that happened to you, but like good for you. But it's just funny. Like I at the Renaissance Fair, there was like so many moments where I was like, "What the you with her? That's
Dude,
crazy."
right place, right time.
Yeah.
It's like that, or what- like this is a hot take, little Uncle Corner here
Uh oh.
and stuff of where, like I was saying, OnlyFans,
Hmm.
and she has a boyfriend that is more than willing to let her have it and do whatever she needs to A, make that bread, and two, to keep that hottie.
Hmm.
I understand that fucking aspect of being like, oh, that gotta do something to keep this lady.
Yeah.
Got oh, you wanna do what? Huh? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you totally. No, I'm not angry. No.
It made me think of like whose idea was it to go to the Renaissance Fair? Was it hers or his? Like,
Honestly, I nowadays I would say hers.
yeah.
Like it is a like I don't know, nowadays it's very common to see very nerdy girls.
Hmm.
And so because I mean, one just like fantasy lore in itself is very like it is like in this place it does have like its sexism and stuff, but it is very like strong women
Hmm.
based and stuff. It's not just like that like what men think strong women are. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of the books are like, but like at least the ones that we have, like Lord of the Rings, and like some like
And
Lord
like,
of the Rings, like got from like really good, strong female characters in it. The two of them that are in it the entire time, but they're
yeah.
strong.
Well, you can't. I mean, you could have said The Hobbit. I mean, The Hobbit had some chicks. You
I had
know.
more than the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, that was like my Renaissance Fair thing. I think there was more, but I wish I'd remembered to take more pictures because as soon as like I got there and I saw like the first expensive thing, I was like, "Oh, this would be fun." Like I could take pictures of everything I see and like just bring
Guess
it up
that
in the
prize.
podcast. Yeah, I guess that price and thought it'd be interesting, but of course I fumbled the bag because I was like doing my
How
own
dare
thing.
you have a good time at a place where it's fun and merriment? How dare
Yeah,
you not think of trying to do something
I'm
other than
such an
having fun?
idiot.
Stupid. Stupid.
That's 30 minutes into this goddamn podcast, and I fucked
Right?
up so bad, so bad.
So fucking bad. Just erase. Look, like I said earlier, we're going to have to erase 30 minutes from every podcast because of Dead Space. And that was Dead Space.
Yeah, I might try to trim that down. I want room to talk about like other stuff. Um, I wanted to let's do a quick weekly roundup.
Yeah.
So I don't know when the new
Ew!
yeah.
Ew! 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 Ew!
Weekly roundup. Everyone come and gather around. Uh, yeah. Uh, so the new intro not ready yet. I don't know when it's gonna be ready. I'm just kind of like, uh, I had
We're
some like,
adults. We
yeah,
got to, we have fucking lives outside of this. This
yeah.
is our fun time. This is
I'm
good.
just,
This is some good times.
yeah. I think I'm just not gonna put a promise on it. I'm just gonna leave it up in the ether. When it happens, it happens. Just like how the outro just kind of came in.
You just kind
Um,
of have to, keep an eye out and maybe like and subscribe and maybe put that bell on so you can, get notifications when we release a new episode.
yeah,
So maybe you can just find
yep,
out, and if maybe you're the first one to find out, we'll give you a comment.
yeah.
We'll comment you. You comment us, we'll comment you. We'll do that for you.
We'll send
How about that, Big
we'll
Pants?
send each of our new subscribers from now on until next year to this day. We'll get a box of raisins.
And we'll let it ferment. I'll put it into a thing with honey and some water and some yeast. Something might happen to it.
That's The box too. That's weird.
I mean, you got to get that cardboard flavor in there
Yeah.
somehow.
Um. So I think that was really it. I'm still kind of like throwing around the Star Citizen stuff. I lost some steam on that, but I want to get back into it.
That's a big hole
Um,
to dig, dog.
yeah, October is kind of a busy month for me and me wife. So
Yeah, it's
just
not like I have a weekend fucking set aside for you guys or nothing. I guess I'm not fucking busy.
yeah, well, you're okay. Yeah, and John too. No, we
We're going to be together and not with you guys because we're friends
yeah, that
and you're
is
new
a
friends.
that is a new part of the another part of the weekly roundup is that we might have a live episode coming up soon. Live being that, we're going to be in the same vicinity. I'm going to be able to tell you what John smells like. I'm not
In person, and it's like balls.
gonna.
My shower hasn't been working.
Oh my gosh, I rode the train today and like my morning started with the most nauseous feeling from this dude that's just stank.
Dude,
Dude, it was so
there's some
bad.
people out there, man. Like, there's this one guy that would always come into the pizza joint, and he was on like some kind of antipsychotic because of how cottonmouth he was. He would always just come and just,
No.
but he just like literally reeked of ammonia piss.
Gross.
Like, just that smell of like you've pissed yourself and
I'm just
did
gonna
nothing
stew in
about
it.
it. Yeah, you like it apparently. Like, it was just like it would literally make the entire pizza joint smell like it, to where I would like go around and like with just like a heavy concentrated bleach wash, just wash everything. It would just
Gross.
stay. Like, he would leave and I would be like, is he still here? And they're like,
Yeah,
no, he's gone. I'm just like, why does it still smell like it?
yeah.
Like, why?
They left the train like it was like 2 or 3 stops. And I was just like, please don't be going all the way into town with your
Don't be
stinky
following
ass.
me.
And he handed his girlfriend like they had went shopping or something because they had like a big thing of toilet paper and like other stuff. And they had like this orange scenty spray, like a Febreze thing. And then he also had like a stick of deodorant. And he handed the girlfriend the stick of deodorant. And she like was like fucking with the little plastic bit that's on the top,
Yeah.
and she gets it off and she puts it on her wrist and smells it. She's like, I don't know. And he was like, well, if you don't like it, and then they never put it on. I was like, bro, please just improve this situation in some way.
Just the entire time you're sitting there, just put it on, put it on, put it on, put it on, put it
Yeah,
on, put it on, put it on.
you stink, dude. You got greasy hair. You got gross clothes on. You stink.
That's one thing I've
His
told
clothes
like
wasn't gross.
most of my
Please.
coworkers now. I'm just like, dude, if I smell, tell me.
Yeah,
Like,
please.
please, like, let me
I'll
know, like, discreetly, or just be fucking blunt with it. I
yeah.
don't like, I might get my feelings hurt, but at the same time, that might get me in the mood to be like, all right, I should shower.
If somebody told me like, "Hey man, like I can smell you. You got some BO going on." I'm like, "Oh, thanks for letting me know." I'm actually I'll just run off to a gas station or something, grab some deodorant.
Go grab a fucking tree
Yeah.
and just fucking rub that shit on me.
'Cause
Smell like a taxi cab.
I thought about that this morning because like I was just kind of rushing to get out the door and the last thing I wanted to do was put on some deodorant. Fucking forgot.
That is the one thing I try to do. I do smoke a little bit before work, so I will always like get up, throw my pants on, have my shirt like sitting by the door so it's like away from me, and
Mhm.
then like get my coffee, whatever, and just like sit there, and I'll be like, all right, pack like a little greeny bowl, fucking three,
Yeah.
4 hits, take a couple, and then be like, all right, time to get up, go up, put on my deodorant, throw on my shirt, spritz myself once or twice, and then I'm out, go get my
Off you
car
go.
warmed up, and then I'm off to fucking stock the fucking money launderer Dollar Tree, man. But dude, speaking of,
Yeah.
happy October.
Yes. We finally made it.
Dude, it's the spooky season, dog. It's fall. Things are starting to come into line. You know, warm
Here.
drinks are a thing. Stouts are coming back into fashion.
And in Sacramento, the temperatures went up to 90s and gonna get triple digits this weekend.
Dude, you gotta love
Awesome.
those triple digit Octobers. I'm
Yeah,
sitting
that's
over
so
here with
cool.
my gentleman's 56 degrees.
Beautiful.
Got I can hear the ocean. Like,
If I
there's houses up here, dog.
stay still and quiet and I turn on an ocean sounds playlist, I can hear it now.
I can hear it now. It sounds so oceany.
Yeah. Well, yeah, October hit. First episode for October should be coming out soon ish. I forget.
Yeah, yeah,
No, it did. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I'm so ass backwards.
It came out
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, it came out not yesterday,
You're
day before
inkling for a
yesterday.
dinkling, dog.
Anything for a Dinkling. That was technically our first like fall episode. So that's cool. Uh hold on. I gotta switch this up.
Yeah, right. Like I tried to do it, and my headphones were not happy.
My ears just started hurting because I was wearing them weird, but this'll do. There we go. Perfect. I should have just done this from the
This
start.
is some A1 content right here,
Yeah, baby.
boys.
You're here.
You.
You're here for the hat content. What's Axel's hat today? Like, how is he wearing it?
It's an
Oh, over the
arrow through his
headphones?
head.
Yeah. It's a real arrow. Someone take me to the hospital.
No one listened to him. He's joking. It's part of the episode.
Oh, he's such a silly guy.
A silly fuck, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. October, Halloween. Watch out.
Oh, dude, nice
we're,
trans.
we're gonna get spooky.
Gonna get a little spooky. I think next week is going to be our spooky episode, though. So definitely stay tuned to that one. That one's going to be a little bit more thought out than this one.
Well, as we're recording this, so our next one would be episode 10. So so the next episode in regards to time right now is pee pee poo poo episode. which which is so funny to me. What?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of time, and time fucked with my head.
For a second, I thought the fucking recording stopped. Like, I was like, "Oh shit!"
I'm moving fine.
Like, I haven't troubleshooted this website yet, so let's see how this goes. But yeah, so Halloween. Do you have maybe like a let's talk about like childhood stuff, man. People love that.
Okay.
People love having
A
like
little nostalgia.
they already don't know much about us. So let's tell them about our childhood where they have no frame of reference.
No, God, no. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it sits well with the consumers.
Costumes when you were a kid, like what was your like you or present day, I guess. You could be like older and wear a costume. So what's like the best costume you've worn?
So I think, like, I honestly didn't have many costumes growing up. I think there's like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were a dead soldier. Yeah.
You're a zombie, like a zombie army dude or
A
something.
ghost, like, zombie dude. Or ghost
Oh,
army dude.
okay. How does that work?
So, like,
Explain yourself.
I would have camouflage. I would always shop at aforementioned Denio's.
Mhm.
And they had an amazing selection of army surplus shit.
They did, didn't they?
Oh, dude, so good. So I wore, fucking camouflage fatigues, and then would paint the face all white, and then do just like a red spot somewhere of where I had gotten shot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that there was the Viking. My
Okay.
mom got like really big into that one. Like we made like it wasn't really Viking, it was Flintstones with a horned helmet.
Yeah, like the opera horn helmet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like a super like curved one that like did almost like a sideways like
Oh,
weird upwards one and had like a skull in the middle, but we also like just had like a tunic of fur and then like fur gauntlets and stuff.
whoa.
Like it wasn't like good at all.
You're, you're mixed between like Viking and Oonga Boonga, you know,
Pretty much. It
like
was the step like we
caveman.
figured out how to make the helmet, but not anything else.
Yeah,
But I think the soldier though was like my best one because I had the best prop with it. Uh
just a normal gun, just an actual real gun.
no, it was a toy gun that was probably made from a real gun
Oh shit!
because it looked like an M1 Grand,
Yeah,
but it like literally had like not an M1 Grand in the sense that it had a bolt to it, but like it was, wood, metal. You'd pull the bolt out and it had a wooden bullet just like stuck to it. So like you'd pull it out and it would have that there
that's pretty
and stuff.
cool.
So you'd like sit there and do that. And I remember like my mom telling me, being like, all right, well, since you're walking around with this on Christmas, it doesn't have an orange tip on it, nothing. If a cop pulls up, throw it to the ground
Why
and
were
put your hands in the air.
Why were you walking around with it on Christmas? Sorry, I'm taking off my socks. Ignore me. My dogs are barking.
Because
Howdy,
Halloween
boys.
is my Christmas.
Oh, you just misspoke. Okay, my
I'm
bad.
just a dum dum.
Just called you out. No big deal.
That's
You,
fine.
you
You
stupid,
dick.
you fucking stupid
You
fat face.
fucking asshole. I'm gonna fuck this. Fuck this podcast.
I've quit the band. Y'all forgot about the music. I'm out. Come on, man. I ain't that funny. Keep it together.
That was pretty funny.
Oh fuck. Oh.
It's more physical humor with you.
Yeah. I was just I need to stop. I need to figure out how to stop like looking at myself in the camera because then I'm like, oh, imperfections.
It's
But
I can't do shit about it. I just look at the cameras.
But that sounds cool. You've dressed up as like stolen valor. Yeah.
Hey man, dude, you gotta get it where you can give it.
Yeah. No, that's actually like a really cool costume. Like, I don't remember like if I were to try to remember all the kids' costumes, I don't remember ever seeing somebody dress up as like a soldier that was like shot and like a ghost soldier or zombie. I think maybe zombie, but nah, not really.
It was more ghost because I was definitely like more like white,
Yeah.
white face paint and everything like that, rather than it being like grungy.
Yeah. I think growing up, you might remember, but like Party City used to have like this. Maybe they still do, but back in the day, it was a lot cooler.
Party City ain't a thing no more, dog.
What is it, Party America or something?
I'm pretty sure they're both closed down.
Well, well, well. Screw that. I'm talking about when I was there
Well,
back in my time.
well,
This is my
back in my day.
this is my week's boomer take. Why are they closing down all those stores that are particular to only one type of thing?
Everybody needs a party, dog.
Yeah.
But everybody
Um
gets that shit off Amazon.
yeah. But it was super helpful. I mean, side tangent, but it was super helpful when I was like shopping for last minute party stuff, and I was just like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna get like
Uh,
this obscure fucking napkin set like from Amazon. But yeah, when I was a young lad, when I was a young wrangler,
When he was a young warthog.
back when I was only knee high, there in the back of Party City, there was like the mask wall, which was like it
Yeah,
was so cool.
dude.
Every
Such a sick place.
dude, I would beg my parents for a mask, and it was always like they always knew me. They would be like, "Pick a costume, okay? Don't even go back there." Of course, I go back there, and they're like, "You're only here to look." like like you pick a costume. Like a mask isn't a costume, it's just a mask. Like I could wear like last year's Halloween costume and stuff.
Yeah, that's the face I could wear.
Yeah, I'm just like, so I there's two like really cool like things that I remember. Was one year I had the scream mask that like you had the little pump to gush
The
blood down the
blood
mask.
pump, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that was so cool.
That was a
And
sick
then
one, dude.
And then the other time, I remember I finally was allowed to buy a mask off the mask wall, and I got this one that was like some like demon goblin thing with these sharp teeth, and like it was like gray, wrinkly, dark skin, sunken in eyeballs, and like a big upside down cross cut into its flesh, and its like
Fuck
teeth
yeah.
are crazy looking. It was so cool. We had that mask forever. It's probably got lost during like whatever.
It's probably in your parents' attic somewhere.
Nah, they probably got rid of that shit. Like, fuck this.
This is why we've been having a bad time. We have the fucking Antichrist in here.
Yeah. Uh, I remember. So like those were my two like big moments. I remember using that mask a lot, like just whether it be for a Halloween costume or whatnot. Because I remember I wore that with like the black robes from like previous costumes and stuff, or just like I would wear whatever.
I wore my previous vampire costume, but with a demon mask.
Yeah.
I'm a fancy demon.
When I was really into Slipknot, I'd make my own masks.
My own paper mache masks,
Yeah, that's
like
pretty much
Michael
it.
Myers and Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah, I would make paper mache masks, but I would like you'd use a lot of paint to smooth out the features so you can like do your own shit on it. But yeah,
That's pretty
um,
fucking dope.
yeah. Did you ever have this where you did like last minute costume changes and you'd piss off your mom?
No, it was always last minute, just costumes. I was never a set planner of making costumes.
Hmm.
Like how that one Halloween party that we had at my parents' house, where everybody was invited to. Me and my partner were Little Red Riding Hood and a werewolf. My costume consists of ripped clothing that I already owned that was in my wardrobe
Yeah,
and brown facing myself with just a little bit darker brown on my nose.
it's just so bad.
Dude, I wish I had a
So
picture of that. Like, I will try to find it before we upload this so we could get that in here.
I will hold the veto button if it's really bad. But
I mean, it's not really bad,
I
but it's bad.
I think I was there for that party. I was
Yeah,
looking
that was the Batman year.
yeah,
Dude,
which
I
I
still
will
love that shit.
yeah,
Just showed up to the house in a Christmas sweater and a Batman
yeah.
mask.
I did
Ah,
a
shit.
yeah. What I did was I had this concept I was like thinking about where like if Batman uh like goes to like parties or whatnot, he still wears the cowl, but like he thinks that it's he like has his dates mixed up, so he thinks he's going to a Christmas party, but it's actually a Halloween party. so so I had like a yellow. I found this perfect yellow like cardigan, and like I wore a black shirt underneath, so it was still like Batman colors and everything. Like it was like on brand. I
I
walk in,
didn't even notice that, dude.
oh shit, and
Because like my whole thought process was behind it was because like Badman
yeah,
was a thing with fucking Pete Holmes.
yeah. No, that was
And
part of it. It was
okay,
yeah. No,
okay,
but
dude,
I was like, this would be like a skit that they would do. If you don't know what we're talking about, College Humor did like these called Batman skits called Bad Man, and they were at
they
they were
hold up.
hilarious.
They're still
Yeah,
good.
I think they hold up, but
I watch them every now and again when I'm feeling all depressy, just to be like, you know what?
yeah,
I need some Badman in my life.
yeah,
Are
it's
you
so.
telling me if I press this red button, it will explode? Ugh,
Yeah.
ugh.
Um, I think I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that was cooler. Yeah. Wait, my question to you. Yeah, no, I was gonna say because I had a lot of moments where we would buy a costume like ahead of time, and last minute, like either day before or day of, I'll be like, I don't want to wear this one. I'm changing, and I'll macabre or like just put together a different costume like with all the clothes and random shit I have in like my closet. And
Pretty
I
much.
yeah, it wouldn't be like I was like, mother, bring me back out to Punny City. I require a new costume. This one is lame.
See, we never bought costumes. We
Okay.
always made our own,
Yeah,
and like would
it
buy
was
like certain
between
things
that.
to make our own.
Yeah, we would it would be like either we bought them or it would be like we first figure out what we're gonna do. Like my mom would ask us, "What do we want to be for Halloween?" And we would be like, "I want to be a devil." It's like she's like, "All right," and I'll fucking slap red face paint on you. Okay.
Right. I do gotta
Um.
say though, when you were talking about you being the Scream,
Yeah.
I remember the year I was Scream,
Uh huh.
and that was an eye-opening year for me because one of my friends at the time, his uncle came out with us trick or treating,
Oh. Okay.
and he had just got out of the Marines at this time, so he was just fucking yoked. But he was also a fucking murderous clown. So it was very confusing feelings for a young boy named John of being like, God damn, dude. Like, just like, God damn, this guy's fucking just what? And then also, like, I'm scared because
Yeah.
I know you could kill me easily.
And you're dressed as something I don't want to be murdered by.
I'm just sitting over there in the fucking long fucking like black cloak and the scream mask with the fucking bloody cleaver, just
Yeah.
mouth mouth open just as big as the scream mask. Just
Don't
oh
hurt
yeah,
me.
sorry, not scream mask, ghost face,
Oh,
Muscoozy.
who cares? If honestly, if somebody said ghost face, I would be like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You know, the scream mask." I'm like, "Just say that."
Duh. Well, I mean, with us like coming into October and just beginning into it,
Uh huh.
do you have any kind of scary stories that you grew up with, or like any places where we grew up that you went to like get scared?
Um. Yeah, I have some like childhood stuff that my dad tried to traumatize us on.
I mean, of course, dude, that boomer traumatization, man. Traumatization.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't like it was. He wasn't trying to traumatize us. It was just like
Just
normal.
telling you guys this story while he's stabbing just a piece of meat over and over again.
No, it was it, it was like I mean like one thing is that I re- I remember so my dad would we would be driving where we used to live was like a lot of farmland and fields, and we would drive down this windy road that like all of a sudden would come into this area that was wooded, and crossed a creek and had like all these. It was like stepping into a whole different area from like where we were, like, because you would, like I said, farmland and fields to like wooded area with like blackberry bushes and stuff. It looked like a freaking scene from like, Cabin in the Woods and stuff. So we'd be driving through this area, and then all of a sudden my dad would start yapping about this story, be talking about this creature called the back sign slasher.
Back sign slasher.
He'd be like, it'd be funny because we'd be driving up and getting closer to this wooded area, and that's when he'd be like, "Hey, roll up the windows, roll them up real quick, hurry!" And fucking, wind up the windows and
Why?
go, and like, why, what's going on? It's like, well, we're getting to this wooded area. There's gonna be some back sign slashers coming up. We're like, whoa, what's that, pops? And he
What
would
you
tell
mean,
us,
Paw?
about this creature that would hug the back of signs, and like with their two little claws holding on the sides of them, and he's like, they'd wait for passerby cars with like open windows or like open sunroofs to like leap down, and they had these longer claws on their hands that would like rip into to vehicles and like snatch little kids out. And, like, that's why you don't ever want to be walking down these wooded areas at dark, because a backsign slasher will snatch you up. And so then at that point he would roll down the windows.
And child lock him.
Yeah. That was when we finally had a vehicle with like automatic windows. It was the
Yeah.
worst.
I was about to say, I was like, you could just
Yeah.
fucking crank that bitch.
And he would do shit like we would be driving through the area, and like we'd be like, look, he's like, keep an eye out. I don't want any of them clean into the car as we're driving by, because that's what they like to do is they'll hop down and snatch up underneath the vehicle and wait till we stop back at home and then come out and get you. So we're
Slice
like,
your ankles, dude.
and so he's like, okay, look at like, check, make sure they don't catch on. So you'd be like looking out the window, like, shut up, Pop, it's not real. And then he just hit the roof of the car, bam. We're like, oh, what's that?
Ah! Did I
Yeah.
just have a panic attack? I don't know. What's a panic attack?
And he'd
But
swerve a little bit and just be like, oh, there's one on the roof of the car. Oh, that's it, guys.
oh shit, dude,
And he'd
that
like
is
smack the side of his door
fucked
and
up.
stuff. And he'd be like, I remember one time, there was, my little brother was like, talking big. He was just like, it's not real.
Like he
You're
does.
lying. Yeah. Yeah, but he was like super young, but he was like talking some mad stink on him. He's just like, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. It's not real. And then my dad pulls over, he's like, all right, if it ain't real, then get out. Like, go ahead, walk over there to that sign and touch it.
Oh, I
No.
can't.
He opens up the door, and like everybody in the car is screaming, like, no, Pop, no.
Don't let
No,
it go.
no, don't make him go. Make me, make me take
Maybe
his
I'm
place.
the eldest.
Yeah.
Right, I could see your sister just literally fucking just like looking around the car, fucking ripping out like a fucking handlebar of some sorts, ripping up like a chair cushion. It's like, all right, I got this.
Should rip out
Stand behind me, my younger brothers.
yeah. She
I
have
will
the
lead the way.
she have the seatbelt out like a little fucking morning star.
Dude, fuck people up with that shit.
um,
But
yeah, that was like a big one. There was also like the red eyes, which were just like from where we lived, you could see like the airplane towers or the
so,
radio. It was a radio tower.
okay, so they were two different beings. For
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason, I thought they were the same, and that's how you would tell if they were theirs because they had the blinking red lights like the airport.
No, I remember he like said one time that the backline slashers had like some smaller appendages on their like hands, and they would just like barely grasp onto the edges of the sign and just hang there like this, you know.
Just
And
like little gerblins do.
yeah. But the red eyes was so there was like radio towers like way out on like some other person's property or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just blinking red lights like
That
on the
slow
tip.
flash.
Yeah, and he would tell us like, oh, what do you think those are? And we're like, those are just the radio towers. Like, nah, you stupid kids.
You stupid motherfuckers. I thought I raised smarter children than this.
Yeah, those are the goddamn red eyes. And it was always like the red eyes were just something like they're always watching, and when they see kids alone without their parents around, that's when they start moving. And you won't see them at first. You'll think they're still there, and then all of a sudden, bam, there they are.
Dude,
You know.
was that like a preemptive to fucking like Siren Head and then like Slender Man?
I think so. Like as because I remember him, he never explained what they actually looked like, but my mind wandered as in like it's just like a really like it was just a really tall person and like with like crazy like uncanny gangly legs and arms and
Huh.
stuff. And that would just like walk either walk or be on like all fours crawling across like the rice paddies and stuff.
Dude. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All
And then
fours? Fuck no.
and he
2
would be
legs? I could take it.
it's so funny because he would like tell us that shit and be like, yeah. Anyways, well, garbage day is tomorrow, so go ahead and bring the garbage can down to the end of the driveway. And we're like,
But it's dark.
it's dark, and that's like it's so far away. It's like 100 yards to the freaking end of the driveway. And
Well, better run fast.
yeah, he was like, you guys go together, you'll be fine. We're like, no, we won't. We'll just
This is how we die, Dad. This is on you.
this is how you lose 2 children, you idiot.
Fucking stupid. But
Yeah.
I don't have any like fucking dope stories like that. I just have the one I told to 3 mutual friends. So we were staying at a mutual friend's house, and we had this green belt by us growing up. So we had this little pond and then a little like back green belt that we'd always go play adventure in.
Mhm.
And we would just go around with sticks and pretend they were swords and bows and just go have ourselves a fucking grand old time.
That's pretty sick, honestly.
So while we were down there, you grew up in a green belt.
Yeah, but you were
I
able
didn't
to
have
have
that
like,
friends part.
yeah, I didn't have the friends part. That was the thing. Like my friends were all like miles and miles back in the town.
But so we were out in the field one day, and as we were adventuring, we noticed like a weird looking footprint on the ground. Like just kind of awkward, like very like kind of like froggish in the sense that it had like balls on the top of its feet,
Mhm.
but it was very elongated. So it definitely seemed like a human foot with like balls, like as toes. Super weird, spread out,
I
kind
have
of fishy
balls.
looking. I mean, I got balls too, but if they're on your footprint, you're doing something wrong.
True. Okay.
So we like see that and like we kind of talk about it for a little bit, and really nothing comes up of it until later that night. We're all sitting in one room. One of the guys is passed out, and the other 2 are like we're all sitting there talking. And I'm just like, yeah, have you guys heard of the pond thing? And they're just like, what? I'm just like, there's this creature that lives in the pond by our house. Like every now and again, it comes out and it traverses the land and tries to hunt for food. Thing is that its food is meat. And since that the houses got built up, really not much meat to find around. So it's taken to longer rest periods, but it hunts humans now.
Ooh.
And ever since it started hunting humans, it gets a lot more protein source, so it can rest longer. So about every 23 years or so, this thing tends to come out of hibernation. I remember hearing this story from my older sisters.
Mhm.
So every 23 years, right around the fall time, right before the like freeze, and right after the hot season when it's nice and wet, the ground's all muddy, you get those little slippery feet as you're walking down the trail. That's when you know the pond thing is around. And you don't hear it because it sounds like every pond critter that you've ever heard before. It sounds like 100 bullfrogs, 100 crickets. It sounds like a pond's next to you. But as you're sitting there one night, and like they're all getting like super into this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, as
I'm
you're
getting
sitting there
into it.
one
I feel
night,
like I need to be like playing like a little bit of harmonica on the side, just
where mine?
and
Go
then
get mine.
when a real scary part happens, I just like stop,
Wait.
sit it down.
So they're getting all into it. And I'm just like, as you guys are sitting there at night and you hear that nature around you, you can never trust that nature because you never know if it's going to get you. And as I was saying, it's going to get you. The one that was passed out was not passed out. And he jumped up with the blanket over his head, just like, "Ah!"
Yeah,
and got him both to
nice.
fucking scream so hard, dude. Oh,
That's
God.
good. So
That I
good.
think that was like what got me into being a DM and shit. I'm just like, oh, dude, I didn't know you can get hard from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good storytelling is so awesome.
Dude,
I'm
like
crap at it.
you're really great at story writing.
Yeah, yeah, because
It's
that I mean, obviously, if people listening to this podcast, they can tell I'm bad. I'm bad at speaking sometimes, and I'm sorry.
I
But
can barely sprechen the English, dog.
when I can write something down, it just of course it gives me time to actually put out my thoughts and stuff in a more concise and structured manner instead of just going like,
And
and
then
then yeah.
and
But
and stuff.
yeah, there was a I do have another scary story, but I think I'm gonna
Ooh.
save it. It's an actual
So
an
how about
act
this?
go ahead.
So save it.
Will.
It's like from what I was assuming you're saying, it's like an actual like story, like from
It's
someplace.
I've told you about it. It's my encounter with a ghost.
Ooh, yes. So I think we should keep that for next week, and I think we should either both come with a personal story of
Yes.
being spooked, and also just a spooky story.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should each come with one of those to next week, and that's how we'll end it. Is
Yeah.
we'll either tell our personal stories and then finish up with an actual story and try to get the other one spooked, or vice versa. So we can try to get each other spooked and then tell each other our wild antics so we don't go to bed with nightmares.
Yeah. I do, and oh, maybe this could be cool. I do have a follow up to the Mudmen. Um,
Oh shit, dude.
yeah,
Fucking only took fucking 10 weeks.
yeah. Hey, come on.
What's up with these mudmen, dude? Like, what
Uh,
happened? What happened to this guy? Is he a witch? He's a witch. Tell me he's a witch.
there's just been should I just get into it?
Yeah, dude, like, we
Okay,
got a little bit of time left. Like,
okay. So we got some more mail
oh
from
shit.
what I can only assume is the other side, or there's something weird happening in the neighborhood. you know. Uh,
Something strange in the neighborhood.
okay, so I got one letter
Who you gonna
here.
call? Ghostbusters! Din it, 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 din it.
Oh, I do have. Oh my
Who you gonna
gosh, dude.
call?
So if you remember, I was telling you about a letter I received that
That
I
explained the Mudmen, yeah.
no, it wasn't the explanation. It was the one about a father who was passing away.
Yes,
I
and
have
you
it.
were very worried about the car. Oh shit, you have it still.
Yes. So um a dear viewer meaning my older sister.
Hey, a dear
uh
viewer nonetheless.
Love her to death.
Love you.
She actually she sent me hers, I think, or she just got them to resend the same one.
Okay.
uh I don't think I have a Sharpie, so I can't really cross out my name. But here's what I'll do is, for most of this,
Blur it out.
I will blur it out, yeah. um at least just the address stuff, but I'll show the camera, okay. And what I'll do is I'll show it and then I'll just like read it, so I'm not sitting up here like a goofball. Let me go. There you go. So that's the front.
Okay.
The back has more stuff, but that's where like the address stuff is, but I can kind of cover it.
Okay, so it came in the mail like that.
Yes, it came in the mail like this, and you could see like it's kind of thick.
It's fucking thick as fuck, dude.
Yeah, because it has like this little speaker thing. Let me read what it says. It says, "Hear my father's last words." This is Daniel Glomand from 1940 to 2024. My father's last wish was for everyone in California to hear his final phrase. My father was an astounding man. Not everyone agreed with how he ran his business, but he never raised a hand on his family or lied to any woman. And on the backside, where it showed his like black and white photo, it says, "My father raised me to be strong and full of morals. Don't judge the way he ran his business because you have no idea what you would do in that situation."
Okay.
So,
What's his
uh,
final words?
we're playing it right now, and
Everyone shut up. Shut the fuck up.
This is my final wisdom to tell you. Life is like a watermelon. It's green on the outside and wet where it counts. Eat it as much as you can every day, because you never know when you will die. I will never apologize for the way I ran my business.
That's
so
so fucking good.
yeah.
Life is like watermelon, green on the outside and wet where it counts.
So I feel like somebody wronged this man, Daniel Glomand.
Someone
Um,
fucked with his business, apparently,
yeah,
enough to where that's part of his last words.
like there was somebody must have. I mean, it says, "Don't judge the way he ran his business because you have no idea what you would do in that situation."
What business?
It doesn't say. Mystery, right? Um, I mean, we can only take judgment from, or take some indication from like the pictures involved here. Like he's on his deathbed, but whatever that other photo is, he's like in some sort of like building type thing. I
Was he
don't
a Nazi?
I don't know. I'm trying to what I want to know is like maybe if there was any connection between him and Matthew
Did he
Layman.
supply to the Mudmen, or did he supply the components to make the Mudmen?
Or maybe, yeah, something like that, or maybe he ran like some dirt business that like, but he didn't want any part to do with the mud, and
Maybe
he,
he dug up a spot and he knew the mud he made Mudmen,
yeah, but
and he knew the Mudmen's strength, and he knew what they could accomplish underneath a unified front,
Yeah, and he didn't want that.
and he knew what kind of problem that could cause. Not necessarily he didn't want it, but he knew like necessity meant the other word I'm looking for, the need.
Yeah. I don't know because I mean all of them are like viable things with the little information we have about Daniel Clomond. What we do know is that he was an astounding man. Not everyone agreed with how he ran his business.
No, apparently enough that it was his final words.
Yeah. And he also never raised a hand on his family or lied to any woman. So,
Which I'm pretty sure if you have to say, you probably did.
yeah, why you don't like
You
usually
shouldn't have to say that. Like you shouldn't just
yeah.
do that.
I'm not I'm not bragging to everybody about how I'm like not lying to my wife. Like
I mean,
and
it's
stuff
super
like that.
easy to not do it. You just
Yeah, you
don't
just
do
don't
it.
do it. You just yeah.
Dude,
If you
I
if
tell
you
my lady
haven't
everything.
yeah,
Like even when I get hit on by girls at work, I'm just like, "Hey, by the way, this happened today."
yeah, by the way, I'm getting hit on and maybe you should step your game up,
Yeah. Maybe you should get me some roses, bitch, cuz I love flowers too.
Yeah, I'm worth it, all right? So,
I'm
I
worth that and a bag of roses, bitch.
I have 2 more. I'm leaving the best for last. So have you heard about Durno
I have
and
not heard
the
about Durno.
have you heard maybe about uh Durno's magnificent mouth?
I mean, I probably paid $5 somewhere for it, but
Okay. Let me just give you the photo and stuff.
fuck. No, I have not heard about this Durno and his magical mouth.
That's good. Okay, I won't show the back, but because the back has a lot of info.
About his magical mouth? Let me see it.
I can read the back real quick. It says the most life-changing mouth you'll ever see. Durno mouth showing August 27th at 7 p.m.
You should show up. He's not wrong.
Visit durno.org for tickets.
Dude, what kind of better man do you need? He has an org. He has an org. He has a .org.
Yeah,
That's for the
right?
people and they're good. He's not trying to make money.
It says on the front, Durno, the man with the enchanting mouth, is coming near you.
Something's
Gaze
coming near me.
gaze into his mouth and be healed. Durno is well known in Europe, where audiences travel for miles to gaze into his enchanting mouth. At these events, Durno stands silently on stage as the crowd stares deep into his miraculous mouth. The mouth gazers report feeling uplifted, at peace, and whole. Here's some of
I do
their
too after fucking gazing in the mouth.
yeah. I feel after gazing in the mouth, I feel glazed around some more.
My eyes are definitely glazed.
Here's some testimonials. There's 2 testimonials from Stephen S. I couldn't believe what I saw when I looked in his mouth. I saw the depths of my own soul. And for Maggie T, she says, my father had just passed away. I went to see Durno, and in his mouth, I saw my father's spirit. He said, I forgive you. Huh.
There's a lot of men's spirit in this man's mouth.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
wow. Yeah, no, that's big. Um,
that's what she said.
well,
That's what he said.
if you look at that side photo, that's his mouth right there. That is a big
Oh,
mouth.
dude, way bigger than yours.
Yeah, definitely
I
bigger.
can't see the galaxy in yours.
It does say on the back that the pictures don't do it justice. The mouth must be seen to be believed.
I don't doubt that.
It gives a sense of urgency. Like if you gotta see the mouth like in person. You can't
You
just
got
see
it.
pictures. You can't just
No,
watch a video.
no. Videos don't do it justice because you can't see the other side from videos. You have to
Yeah.
be there in the spiritual, the now.
So this is another thing where I read it and I'm just like, at first I was like, this is just funny, but then I'm like, wait, what is going on here?
What's going on here?
People are seeing like spirits of their father in his mouth.
I mean, I
This
don't doubt it.
this Steven guy says that he saw the depths of his own soul in Durno's mouth. Um, no, I'm just like, I don't think this has any reference to Michael Lehman, unless
It does.
Durno can awaken a because the seeing into Durno's mouth, it seems very life changing. Like it is an event that changes a person's outcome in life.
So what you're trying to say here is this is all this is connected. The
A
guy that created the
little
Mudmen
bit.
saw the mouth, saw him creating the Mudmen, saw the man that then delivered the mud to make the Mudmen.
Like I know my sister is just like these are joke letters. Like I just thought it'd be funny to put you on a
I know
joke
your
mailing
sister,
list.
and they're probably not.
That could be true too. She might be trying to
Like
kill
this is like a false flag operation right now where she's like, "Oh, I'm just sending out you the truth, but it's too hard to believe,
Yeah, they're
so
just
you're going to
jokes.
believe it's
Ugh.
fake."
Yeah, yeah, they're just silly little joke prank mail
There's
stuff, you
jokes. I
know?
I made this on my free time.
Yeah. Well, how do you do? I think I'm figuring it out. You bitch.
Holy shit, we got the brain d- t- line going.
Yeah, we got that, dude.
The
We're
zip line, brain zip
seeing
line.
the
It
bandwidth.
bounces from me to him and then him to me.
Yeah, I'm set. We're pinging. We are pinging each other.
Holy
Um,
shit, good thing we don't eat lead.
but I can't say for certain if this is connected to Michael Lehman, uh, master of the Mudmen, but
Everything is connected to Michael Lehman.
it is possible that Michael Lehman saw something in Durno's mouth that changed his ideology to create Mudmen, or maybe he was already creating Mudmen, but he decided to create Mudmen for evil.
Maybe it wasn't for evil, but the greater good. Maybe he was creating them to fight an existential force that has yet to come to our surface of our planet to destroy us.
Are you
But the
some
only
kind of
thing that could defeat him is the Mudmen.
Are you some kind of Mudmen Michael Lehman apologist?
I have become the prophet of the Mudmen.
You
Follow
make
me,
me
children.
sick.
Come with me, follow the mud. Follow the mud. Mud.
Don't follow the mud.
Follow the
stay,
mud, children.
stay on
Follow
dry
me, you
dust.
muddy children. Follow me to your deepest, darkest desires of the mud. The mud grants, the mud wishes, the mud is all that is.
No, don't follow him. Be a dry dirt goblin. Yeah, just stay in dry dirt. Be a dry dirt goblin.
Just sound like fucking Donnie from fucking Thornberries.
Yeah. It's also my raccoon sound.
Dude, that's another time, but I got some
Yeah,
raccoon stories.
I got one more.
Yo,
But this
let's
is
get
the
this.
big one.
Let's
John.
get this. Is this the one that ties them all together? Is this what makes the Mudmen witchery into a Mudmen conspiracy?
It definitely makes it into a conspiracy.
Fuck.
It
Hit me with
doesn't.
it.
I will preface it
Slap me
doesn't
in the face with it. Just
that it doesn't tie things together.
fuck.
It just it's more confusion, more
Creates
questions,
more
and no
webs.
answers. But it definitely looks bad. Um, let me just
Bad good or bad bad?
uh bad 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 good because Michael Lehman doesn't have his hands on this yet.
That we know.
Okay. I'll just have to blur this one. I can't I want to show the whole thing to you.
You got some of the mudmen. You got some of the mud to make your own mudmen.
This isn't just normal
It's
dirt.
blue dirt. I can see the lettering. Holy fuck. Dude, we're gonna make some blue mudmen? Are we gonna have some minions? We're gonna have some, tell me we're gonna have some minions.
I'm gonna bury this 6 feet in the ground so
Nope, nope.
nobody can have a chance
Open it up.
to make
Open it up. We need to make our own mudmen to fight the mudmen that are gonna save us from the alien
it.
extraterrestrial invasion.
Let me read the packaging, but like I'm thinking like it's gonna this if we were to mix this with water and create a little man and leave it do whatever layman did to make the mudmen, whatever ritual, it would make like an arcane magi mudman.
From
um
my understanding of how to make a mudman, you do what you said. You make a man out of said mud, and then you throw a person's bone into the golem, if you will,
oh yeah, straight up
and
golem stuff.
that gives it enough life to then do things for you.
Hmm.
So, I mean, if you had an old baby tooth around, we could do it.
Yeah, damn. I didn't even think about that. You could like save your like baby teeth and stuff.
Yeah, because it's literally enough life force just to make it move
Yeah.
around to do things to your order. You don't need it, no sentience. So,
Good thing I'm not some weirdo that keeps her teeth from like the dental visits. uh,
I'll be right back.
let me read this. There's not much on the envelope, but there. So this blue dirt free sample is coming from a company called Two Women Technology Services.
Can't trust it.
On the side, it says really enhances signal. They have a little description of what who they are. They say we are two women. We developed this new dirt composed of micrometallics and alloys. Give it a try. And it says place it around your Wi-Fi router to boost its signal.
It's got that
Um,
conductive material in it, dude.
yeah. Here's this was kind of like the smoking gun for me, and kind of like worried me that if anybody else got this on this kind type of letter, they would just do what it says without even thinking about it, and then bam, blue mudmen would appear.
Dude, the
So
blue Russian mudmen.
on the back, I don't know how well you can see it. I'll read it, but you can kind of see the pictures for the instructions.
You would have been hacked by little blue mudmen.
It says place the blue dirt around your router to enhance its signal. If dirt becomes overheated from conducting signal, spray with blue dirt cooling spray sold separately. They
Fuck,
want
dude.
you to make
Fuck.
mud. They're telling you to make mud.
Well, no, they're saying to spray it down with their specialty anti blue mudmen spray. If you sprayed it down with just your normal water, that's how you get mudmen.
Maybe, or well, if you like, I feel like this blue dirt might be made of metallic alloys, like they say, but they probably cut it with like bone dust.
I don't doubt it. I can't. I don't know enough to say that bone dust doesn't turn blue.
So whatever you spray it with, as long as it makes it into mud, baby, you got Mudmen. All right.
Fuck, dude, bury that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Or just listen to me.
Yeah.
We can have our own Mudmen.
We could try.
I mean, let's do it.
If only if only to question them, to get more answers.
Only to understand our enemy that we're fighting.
Like, what do you know about Durno?
Is Durno your leader?
Did Daniel Glauman get murdered by Michael Lehman? Is there something else there?
He did, because it was his supply, and he turned. He was an informant for the cops.
Oh, and yeah, there's so many questions.
Shit's
not
running
enough
deep,
answers.
guys. Shit's running fucking too deep. I am up to my titties in water, and it's cold.
It's my third straight night up on the job. Haven't slept in days.
Haven't slept in days. I've been living off nicotine and alcohol. Pretty sure I can't see straight, but I can shoot.
only questions, no answers.
Well, dude,
Yeah,
this has been fucking fun.
yeah,
This has been a good one.
it has. This has been the A2J podcast. I was your host, Axel. Howdy. This was my co-host, John.
Meowdy. Otherwise, meowdy.
Y'all take care now, you hear?
Y'all dig? Have a good night.